Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in KITZUR, HILCHOS, SHABBOS. And we're talking about that boirer doesn't only apply to food products, it applies to many other items as well. And today is Seforim, the books and the Seforim that you have in your house or in shul. Books, a pile of books that are lying mixed up together. It's also possible to enter into the realm of boirer. You're not allowed to look into this big pile over here and start separating things for a book that you want to use after this particular moment. Meaning, if it's, let's say, Shabbos morning and you come home and you start separating a book so that after the meal your book will be ready, you cannot do that. However, if it's for immediate use, liver, saver, you're allowed to choose out the book that you want. If you have to remove, there's a pile, let's say, and you have to remove the books that are on top to get to the one that's on the bottom. Just like we mentioned above, by plates and forks and knives, if they're in a pile with each other and you want to get to the plate that's on the bottom, you're allowed to remove the ones on top for immediate use. We'll see next time about the selecting of clothing, how we're going to be able to do that if there's piles and the like. Nevertheless, if you are looking for a sefer that you want to use after the time that you're looking for it right now, there is a way that you could get around it, meaning you could separate and take what you want, even though that you're not planning sitting and learning with it so much right now. But what do? You open the book right now, and you look at it a little bit, and you read a few words. Since that every single word that you learn in the Sefer is a mitzvah, it's a word of Torah. So therefore, taking the Sefer in your hand is considered to be a necessity that is right now, and that says the KITZUR is the way you can do it. Meaning, even if I have a pile and I don't really need the Sefer right now, I'm going to use it later. But if I open it and I learn it right now, so right now I got a mitzvah of learning Torah, that would be fine. So too, to organize and arrange the books that are sitting in a big pile and mixed up, and you want to put them back on the shelf in their place where they belong, that's also called boirer. Just like I wrote above, when it comes to forks and knives, you can't start separating the pile to put everything back in its initial place. You're not allowed to put them in their own place. Nevertheless, even over here, you have the same advice that I gave above. You pick up, you look inside of every sefer that you take in your hand, and then you're learning from it, and then you'll be able to put it back in its place. He concludes, if you're not really looking for a certain sefer, you just take whatever comes to your hand. You're curious intellect over here, and whatever it says in the sefer, that you'll take and you'll read. Maybe even there's not boirer at all. Especially if you want the bookshelf to be orderly and the like. And you don't like it when everything is lying in disarray. You like it when it's all organized. That might even be something that's considered an immediate use, and therefore you'd be allowed to do it. So again, that boirer doesn't just apply to food, it applies to many items that we have. Now we had the clay suda, the pots and the pans and the dishes and the forks and the knives. Now we have Seforim, and next week we'll get into begadim, to clothing, how to select your clothes from a pile, from the drawer, from hanging in the closet and the like. We'll see all of that, be'ez Hashem. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful Shabbos.